What's up, my friend? Eldon, how are you? Welcome to those that are going to watch the VOD, those that might be lurking, those that are here for whatever reason. We're going to get started a lot faster than we normally do. And thank you so much for being here, Eldon. Thank you so much for those that might be watching the VOD. And thank you to those that just stopped by briefly out of curiosity. I appreciate your time. Again, it's a resource that is the most valuable to you, so I appreciate you giving some of it here. Alright, game. Let's go. Let's jump in faster than we normally do. And when I say normally, I mean I'm usually talking for about 5 to 10 minutes before the game even starts. I'll try to do better with at least having something going on in the background. Alright, as the title of the video says, I've barely left Hernand City. The castle is always in view. I've never gotten very far away from it. I have turned on PSSR, which is PlayStation's spectral something resolution. It's supposed to crisp up the image, but I think PSSR 2 recently launched. And I don't know if the PlayStation console itself is doing the heavy lifting, or if developers are the ones that have to implement it into their game. I will like to see how they do it in the in Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I would have to swap between the two, and I've watched some Digital Foundry work. I guess it does look crisper. And I've also noticed that even though the frame rate looks pretty stable, I am on balanced mode. There is a quality mode and a performance mode. Even though that the image here may seem a little blurred when I move the camera, I feel like the console needs to warm up a bit. And then when it does, it feels like the image doesn't blur as much. I don't know how to describe it. I'm good. Just came back from donating plasma. I probably need to start doing that. Now preparing food and bath and then head into some gaming. To be honest, I can't wait to get my new Xbox in 2 weeks. I started to play Overwatch again. What? What? Overwatch? Yeah, I haven't played Marathon for, I'd say, a week or two. But I have interest in trying to go back to it. But I don't know. I don't find myself having... I might have 1% the amount of fun with Marathon as I do with games like this. Though on Switch 1, it still provides fun, but it runs like butt. But they actually fixed the mess that was Overwatch 2. They fixed it. Well, see, that's all it takes is a developer that is willing to ride the wave. I did finally figure out how to mine. I had an axe in my inventory the whole time. I found a place to start storing all of my collected stuff. I do hope that they eventually give me a residence of my own, because right now I just have a tent that is just outside of Hernand Castle. And Hernand Castle is right up there. I said I haven't really left much of Hernand City. This is where I've spent 15 hours of gameplay, and I am a meandering player, and I like to take database information, as you'll see right here. I like to collect information that helps me navigate, but I have barely... I know Hernand is all of this up here too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to travel all the way up here. I'm not quite sure how big the map extends to the west or to the east. But again, I've spent 15 hours primarily in this area, but I've fleshed out kind of to the southeast to do a mission. This guy right here, I'm trying to defeat the Horn Splitter. I'm not ready for him yet for a couple of reasons, but I could easily spend another 15 hours in Hernand City. It's just nuts how much there is to do, and being able to explore inside most of the buildings is helping with that a bit. And I've barely even explored the castle. I went to one location to get a mission requirement, but I haven't really spent a ton of time in the castle either. So 15 hours mostly in this little spot of a map that is quite vast. And I've barely touched the surface. And I am not on a speed run at all. I'm not trying to get through this game in any record time. Well, it took the success of Marvel Rivals, since it was basically the only competitor to Overwatch. All it took was the success of Marvel Rivals. So what, Marvel Rivals lit a fire under Blizzard's ass and got them to do what they should have been doing? I don't know, but Marvel's just got the characters within the Marvel universe has got to be much more, I don't know, desirable, I guess. I think that's a larger group of people that would probably be wanting to play Marvel Rivals. So yeah, once I get the Xbox, I will probably stream. Oh, sweet, man. I need to hang out. Okay, here we are. We do have a artifact over here we can pick up. It's probably at a shrine right here. Yep, there it is. Let's try to grab it. I haven't figured out what I'm supposed to do with these things yet. I do like that there's some cool bump mapping on this artifact. I'm supposed to be able to open up this artifact and there be it's a sealed artifact, so once I unseal it, then I get the artifact that's in it, and it becomes something I can use to level myself up. Sliding down the slope. Slide down 50 meters. Oh, wait, what? Alright, let me look at these things. Alright, we go to our inventory. Alright, so we have these. And I have to do challenges. Take 10 steps across a tightrope swaying in the wind. Make 3 vanish without spilling a single drop of blood. Make 3 vanish without spilling a single drop of blood. Don't give them a moment to catch their breath. Unleash your strikes like a crashing wave. Flowing like starlight, it shall traverse the path in a single breath. Okay, riddles. Now, Overwatch characters are way cooler. Anyways, Marvel Rivals showed that competition can be beneficial. Yeah, and that's why I think Nintendo needs to stop trying to sue people that are making games like Pokemon, because it might make Pokemon better. Maybe it is, I don't know. Did Pal World end up making any of the new Pokemon stuff better? Then the last Pokemon game I played was Arceus, and I think that was on the Switch. But then I think I only played maybe 3 hours of it. And I think 2 of those hours I had my Switch set down on the table while I was doing something else. Which doesn't say anything about how good or bad the game is. It's just I it didn't. I don't think Pokemon games have ever really hooked me. Surprisingly, because I'm a chronic collector, you'd think something like that would resonate quite well with me. But again, I haven't put enough time in them to say I would like them or not. Maybe I need to return to some Pokemon titles and do the basic, you know, maybe 10 hours in, like dedicate a minimum of 10 hours into the game to really feel I've gotten a grasp for whether I like it or not. 1 to 2 hours of gameplay I really don't think is quite enough. Nintendo will never stop suing, but I don't really care about this. Yeah, it just seems like there's some really cool, even some fan-made stuff. It's like Star Trek and Paramount. There used to be some really cool fan-made Star Trek series. They even got some of the original cast, like George Takei, to come in and reprise their roles, just out of fan-made stuff. And Paramount recently released new guidelines and laws that prevent fans from raising money greater than $50,000, which $50,000 is nothing. It can't be longer than 30 minutes long. It can't be episodic. They can't use any one or anything that has ever been used in a Star Trek. It's just kind of more restrictive on ways to allow the fans to enjoy your IP. I mean, and no one was making any profit. No one on these fan shows. It was all non-profit. They obviously had to spend money, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not really something to care about. Alright. I believe these are bandits. I think if I go over here, they're gonna do their thing. It actually looks like water does kind of react to where I stand. I like the glistening on the wet rock. Alright. I think red to me means bad. I'm pretty sure these are bad guys.
More guts than brains. Not the smartest move.
Oh, he dodged. Wow.
Scurry off to where you came from.
I think maybe throwing these enemies into the water might be the way to do one of those.
Here we go again. This is your end, Greymane.
Oh my gosh, there's a ton of guys here. Okay, didn't see that.
I'll break you down.
Gotta watch my health, watch my health.
This is your end, Greymane.
It might be.
This is your end, Greymane.
Watch my health, watch my health.
I needed a good sweat.
Need to break them up a little bit here. I did not parry. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. Alright, this is not gonna work. Come on. Run, 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 buddy.
This is your end.
I'm almost dead. I don't think I've got... Let's see here. Spirit. What does that do? Spirit, spirit. Can I eat that while in combat? Alright, let me see if I can... Alright, let me go into my inventory here. Of course, I've never had to re-heal while in combat. Okay, there we go. Alright. Try to go back at these guys now. Man, they've messed me up. Yeah, my parry is horrible. I mean, it's always been that way. Through every Souls game I've ever played. Alright, let's go back over to the camp. See how many are left. Yes, I love the Star Trek fan-made stuff, but the official series like Starfleet Academy are a pure disgrace to the franchise. Yeah, I watched the first episode of... But then I discontinued my Paramount subscription just because I had too many. And plus I was getting into the last season of Stranger Things. Oh my God! Did they respawn? What the hell just happened? Doing favors for townsfolk can earn you extra. Defeat the enemies around. Did you guys not see a vast number of enemies still there? Well, okay, I'll take that one. I'm gonna have to make a comment on that, but seems quite odd. Give feedback here. Let's say combat. Question marks, bunch of them. We'll do speech to text. I am not sure why, but when fighting a group of bandits to clear out an outpost, I killed a good majority of them. The game then seemed to spawn more, but then I only killed 2 more while seeing 12 more, and then the game said I cleared it. I'm not sure why. I did turn off punctuation. But when fighting a group of bandits to clear out an outpost, I killed a good majority of them. Then the game seemed to spawn more, or maybe even respawn them. But then I only killed 2 more while seeing more than 12 bandits still inside the outpost. But the game said I cleared it. Faded the screen to black and populated the outpost with 20 or more civilians. I'm just gonna say, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't really say to me that I cleared the area. Did I have to clear it of a certain number? Did the game inadvertently spawn or respawn those enemies? I'm not sure. What I really can recommend right now is the Scrubs reboot. It's absolute glory and immediately takes you back to the series Scrubs. Is that Hospital? I haven't watched really any Hospital like TV shows. I think my youngest daughter is watching Grey's Anatomy, but I think I watched 5 minutes of an episode when I sat down with her. I mean, me and my daughter have watched all of Stranger Things together, back to back, kind of we're marathoning it. It's the first time she's watched it. I got up to season 3, and then I canceled Netflix, but then got it back up again once season 5 came out, so I'm caught up there. I primarily got Netflix back because of the Witcher series and then Cyberpunk animated. I wanted to watch the Tomb Raider animation, and there's some other things on Netflix I wanted to catch up with. Yeah, I might eventually get back into Paramount Plus once I'm done with Netflix. Rewatch some of the Star Trek stuff. I mean, here's the thing. If, like Overwatch, if a publisher, if a producer, if a director, if the corporation that owns or funds a project, that project isn't what the fans wanted, or it's not getting the traction that they originally thought, instead of dumping the whole thing and just kind of slowly transition it into something that fans can like. But I would also say keep to your guns, to the developers, the designers, the screenwriters, all the people that are making this stuff. And it's like, hey, if this is your vision, somebody's going to like it. And I mean, look at the Firefly show. That, I guess, of course, I think the Firefly debacle was sort of a background infighting with the director, producer, something like that. And there was a little bit of a disagreement, I guess, with the way the series went. So I think someone was trying to sabotage Firefly, and they released it in not in order to whoever's was streaming, not streaming, but whoever aired the show. But people loved it, and they found it. People criticized it. A lot of people hated it. But then the people that really cared found something very special. I think as long as, and obviously they canceled it, right? They just would have stuck to it. Maybe it can be good again.
Never cast a line before. You're missing out.
It's a hospital comedy, one of the best TV shows ever made. Ever made. Is it a parody of hospital, like of nurses? Is it all about the nurses? What's it focus on? I feel like I really enjoyed Lower Decks, the Star Trek animated series. Really, really liked that. And it didn't focus on the captain and the executive officer. They were obviously still there, but it focused on the smaller guys. Is that what Scrubs does? It kind of focuses on the nurses that help these doctors. I'm actually just doing, I've suddenly switched to bug hunting. Alright, I think I'm good there. Let's find ourselves a mission. Quests. Don't see any quests. I think there might be one down here, but I'm not ready for that. What's this one? Alright, we could go You know, I haven't found any fast travel. I don't know if they've introduced it to me and I've just forgotten about it, but I cannot imagine getting around this entire map without fast travel. All right, let's see. Let's go knock that one out. Maybe there is, and I've just completely missed it. There's gotta be. There's gotta be fast travel. I'm not saying the travel by horse or travel on foot would be it would be entertaining to me. I'm not saying it wouldn't be, but for the sake of those that don't have the time to meander like I do, I hope there's fast travel. No, not a parody. It focuses on the daily struggles young doctors, nurses have to face, and it tackles serious topics that are very touching and reflecting, and perfected the balance between drama and comedy. Okay. Is it on a streaming service? Hee-haw. What's up, donkey? Or baby horse? It's one or the other. See, the big horses know what's up. Little horses like, I'm just living my life. Better be scared of this world, little horse. This world will eat you up, spit you out, step on you, and then piss on you.
Yeah. Run. What am I supposed to say to the Lord?
What's going on?
You hear about the bandits? If not, well, I
Hulu
must
and
first
Disney.
leave.
Okay. Yeah, take your time.
Got more than enough on my plate at the moment.
Well, Disney Plus is
Tell me.
also a service I canceled.
Those troublemakers keep sneaking onto the Count's land. The guard cannot bring them to heel. Are you up to the task?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've had this again. Here I am with
You
this
had a death wish or
screen up
something.
this whole time.
Oh, very well. Some of them are holed up in the cask house. You could start there. If you can deal with them, I'll take you to the Lord myself.
Oh, will you? Alright, defeat the enemies around the cask house.
Have a good one. I'm craving a proper roast tonight. I'd wager the best cats all get sent off to the castle.
Yeah, there's a fallen artifact in this house. They've set up a crane of sorts to pull it out of there, but haven't figured out what to do with it. Alright, let's see what we do here.
You really did ask for it.
I'm gonna get surrounded again here.
Broken and beaten. Die where you stand. Slaughter all you beaten curs. Then finish it. Fleeing cowards. Die. Fuckers. Would be unfair.
What the heck is going on? This is really weird. Okay. This is, I'm gonna say, unacceptable. I don't know if this is... I have no clue what's going on. This is the second time this has happened. I have not gotten anywhere near killing or defeating all. It did say all. Okay, that is poor. I'm just gonna... I gotta put that in there. It makes no sense to me. Okay. Again, I'm not sure why, but when fighting these groups of bandits, I'm fighting them, and even mid-battle. Hold on. Like, that's even mid-battle, y'all. This even happens mid-fight. Okay, so is this a difficulty setting? Alright, this even happens mid-fight in a large group of enemies. Okay, yeah, that would be sort of like a a racing game, and then after you get done with 2 of the 6 laps, it just goes and fades to black, and then says, "You finished the race. Good job." Like, wait, what? Yeah, that what? I have never seen a game just stop mid-fight after fighting a large group of enemies. I'm at a loss for words for that. That makes no sense to me. The first trial of trust. Okay, remove destination, see journal. Okay. Defeat the enemies around the cask house. Okay, so I'll write down exactly which mission this was. And I'm gonna say, what is this, game engine? I'm gonna say game design. I don't know what to describe this as. And I've got to say, this is poor. This is it's jarring if I was to describe it. Okay, let's do a text to speech. I have no idea what's going on, but during the first trial of trust, fighting enemies around the cask house, there are 12 plus enemies. I've only killed maybe 5 of them. There are 6 or so surrounding me. During combat with 2 or 3 of them, the game just fades to black and says you've completed your defeat of the enemies. Alright, it didn't capture everything that I wrote. The speech to text is actually below average for me right now. I think I'm enunciating. I have no idea what's... Yeah, it didn't capture going on. But during the first trial of trust quest... During the quest, first trial of trust, fighting enemies around the cask house... There are... And only... Instead of hearing 12, instead of hearing 12 plus, it just heard 12. Alright, there are 12 plus enemies. I've only killed maybe 5 of them. There are 6 or so surrounding me during combat. There's 6 or so surrounding me. During combat with 2 or 3 of them, the game just fades to black and says, you've completed the mission and you've defeated the enemies. This is bullshit. Like, what the... Like, I have no clue. I have never seen a game ever do that. Why is it doing that? Is that because I have a specific difficulty setting on? Let's go to settings, presets, input, languages, balanced. I don't remember if I ever picked a difficulty setting. Night mode, input, languages and gameplay, accessibility, particle effects, inventory. Yeah. No clue why that is happening. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about that one. Just seems very, very odd. Never have I ever seen a game just cancel the rest of the fight that I'm told I need to be doing and then say that the mission is complete when it obviously is not. Probably going the long way here again.
Get going.
Welcome. Tell me about your home, and I'll find you the perfect piece.
Wait, what? Are you gonna build me a house?
A good piece of furniture will never leave you with
Oh,
regrets.
furniture. Yeah, I don't need furniture. I don't even have a house to put it in, brother.
Take care of yourself.
Well, maybe. Maybe there's just... I'm sort of still early into the game. Maybe that's just a, hey, you've fought most of them. Are the remaining enemies just retreating? Like, what is it that I'm missing there? Can I cut you guys some logs? I could do that for you. Some job for money?
Everyone comes back from there drained to the bone.
They seem quite trustworthy. Looked like they knew what they were doing. Our Lord is counting on us. Ah, there you are. The one I spoke of.
This is the one who cleared out the cask house.
Aye, indeed.
But I
The
didn't.
Lord's
I didn't clear
already
out the
heard,
cask
and
house.
He was very pleased. Is Count Robertson inside? I'd like to make the introductions.
I guess I just scared them away. But it doesn't really identify that as something that I'm actually doing.
All right. I believe you can help us a bit more yet. They've been a thorn in our side for far too long now.
There's no need to worry.
Perhaps now he can finally start to rest easy, thanks to you.
Speak with Count Roberts. Alright, excuse me, everyone. I have business. Official. He's probably... Oh, he's upstairs. Hello, I am not a robber or a bandit. Official business, official business.
Those wretched bastards will get what's coming to them.
Leon
I can
Roberts.
see the end in sight. So it was you. You took back my cask house. You certainly look the part. I'll get straight to the point. I have another request for you. If you're willing to take it on, that is.
What's going on?
It's much the same as what you've done already. The same scum you handled before, you see? Some of them are still hanging about at my family's quarry. No idea what they're bloody looking for. Vile curs. What do you say? Chase them off. Help me reclaim my quarry, and you'll get a handsome reward.
All right.
I guess maybe that's what I did. I killed enough of them to scare them off. That I guess I can accept that. I don't know if it was really that clear. Like, chase them off by killing a number of them, or by dwindling their numbers by half, or something like that. That must be the answer, because it wasn't clear to me. It certainly said defeat the enemies there, but I am seeing some like lighting. I am using the PSSR 2. I think it might be causing sort of this white dot glittery effect. I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
Were you looking for me?
Maybe image clarity trumps sort of lighting spectacles. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't know you were there. Sorry, sorry. Alright. Missions, missions, missions. Stolen quarry. Alright. Where is this at? Okay, now we're kind of fleshing out. Missions are getting further and further away from the castle. Let's see here.
Can I help you?
No?
You best watch yourself as well.
Pansies are fair to see, but they carry poison.
Pansies.
Coin for a veteran? I'll do the same for you someday.
Oh, will you? Will you now? 790 meters. I don't know if this is going to take me to the entrance of the castle. Probably need to go the other way. I don't need to go this way.
Oi. Careful now.
Oi, you push me around, will you?
Well, I mean, maybe.
Hiya.
Posture. I feel like I'm slowly, like, leaning forward, and till I'm all the way down here playing the game. Oh, I got a question mark. Got to clear out these question marks. They usually show shops and whatnot. Is that a calico up there? What kind of putty cat are you? Nope, I already know you. I scared him.
Come in. I'll show you how to keep the gear in top shape.
Alright, she is a equestrian as well.
Yeah.
Maybe a horse horse breeder? What are you?
Always happy to meet folk with a sincere love for horses.
Merton. What's Merton do? Sell me horses?
Your horse will receive the best treatment here.
Oh, what can I do? Level 3, sprint. Not sure exactly what that's doing. What can I... Is it just to let me see what my horse is currently? You can't get some...
Would you like some advice on horse care?
Yes. Can you give me some, Merton? Or am I just... Alright.
Your next visit shall be met with a ready horse.
Oh, will it? Alright. Defeat the Excavatron. Defeat the Excavatron. Alright, let's go across this large bridge over here.
Yeah. Hiya.
If you were to tell me this could be Red Dead Redemption, I'd believe it. It feels like I'm kind of sometimes playing. It feels like I'm sometimes kinda.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to babysit the camera a little too much. I don't know if that's something that I can alter in any way. Oh, that texture. Ooh, that took a while to load. Some kind of quarry here. Actually, a very large quarry. Alright, I'm not sure if I need to be in the quarry or on the outside edge of it, maybe? Alright, looks like I need to be in the quarry. Alright, this is where we part ways, my good friend. Sometimes my glide works, and sometimes it don't. Alright, do I need to defeat all of these guys? I don't have a lot of arrows. Alright, before I jump into this encounter, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, but I will be right back. Thank you so much for lurking. Thank you for those that are dropping in and dropping out. I appreciate you, but give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. All right, let's see here. Quest, we've already got one. All right, do I want to try and attack these guys? Marnie's Excavatron, Timber Warehouse, Infirmary, Barracks. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. What am I supposed to do against that? Why isn't the camera locking on him? Alright, let me see if I can... I know there's a setting in here that... I know there is. Nope. Nope. Getting menu crazy here. Particle effects, HUD size, languages, input... Lock on camera rotation. Choose to rotate the camera when locked on a target. Turn this option off to make the camera always face the locked on target. Okay. Adaptive triggers off. Controller vibration, camera speed. Alright, and then we're going to have to go to... What are my controller inputs? Languages, accessibility, video, audio, input. Why don't I have a controller layout? Let's see here. The camera is not locking on. How do I lock on? This is the one time that I wish I could get some lock on here. Wow, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I have no idea what to do against this guy. Holy crap. We're just going to retry. We're probably going to have to back out of this one too. It's just another enemy that I'm not ready for. Yeah, that's a big guy. I am terrified of the 100 vibration setting. I think it's just one, like the numbers that this game gives to things is kind of weird. It's a 100% of its normal value. If I go to journal, it adds a percentage on these, but it doesn't add a percentage on the other part. What was the other thing? Was it journal challenges, knowledge maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a... It might be on the title screen. There was a point where it was giving chapters or something like that a 100 number, and then like if you wanted to get into options menu, it might be on the title screen. Like the options menu was 100. The audio menu was 200. The controller menu, whatever it was, it just gave it some strange numbers. But I might have had to like look at it a different way. I'm not sure. Sorry you failed your exams. should not have happened. It is the end of the year. Okay. I have no idea about this guy. Like dodging. Okay, sometimes the game locks on automatically, and sometimes the game just doesn't. Yeah, dodging is a big no here for me. Jeez. What is going on, bro? Okay, this lock-on mechanism is not going to work for me. Let's see here. Let's go others, settings. Lock on camera rotation. Choose to rotate the camera when locked on and target. Why isn't it locking on? I've never pushed a lock on button. It's always just auto locked, at least from what I can tell from the iconography. But now it's not locking onto this guy. I don't see any settings other than this lock on camera rotation, which tells me it will say it will give me the ability to rotate the camera while locked onto an enemy. I've turned that off so that the camera is always looking at the enemy. Yeah, maybe I'm just missing where the lock-on button is. Okay, this is not good. Run, dude. Okay, so getting into combat and then trying to dodge out is not feeling good. All right, we're going to go ahead and give up here. We are certainly not ready for this combat either. This is the second mini-boss battle that I am not ready for. Okay, let's see if... yeah, I'm going to have to put some data here for... All right, let's see. All right, so feedback... I think this is just a general observation. Why does it feel like the game has inconsistent execution on the systems that are in place to let the player play the game? Why does it feel like the game has inconsistent execution on the systems that are in place to let the players play the game? It picked up all of those words, but sometimes I do speech to text and it just decides which ones not to put in there. Let's say enemy lock on. User interface. Character, voice, tone. Alright, let's just stay with that. This one's going to be an ongoing. I'm going to highlight the whole thing yellow that I'm just going to have to keep adding to it. There's just some inconsistencies with things that just kind of rearing their ugly head as it sometimes does. Okay, so we now have a boss fight here to do that we cannot complete. We have a boss fight down here that we cannot complete. We have a mysterious energy can be sensed in this area. There might be a secret hidden here, so it's best not to ignore it. I'm not quite sure what that energy is. I do have a bunch of... I guess these are a bunch of markers that I put in here. Long time ago. Oh my gosh. Trying to put markers or take markers off, I end up putting markers down. Maybe there's an easy way to snap to each individual marker, like next marker, next marker, next marker. Alright, let's get back into full screen here. Alright. I feel like this particular screen is maybe too bright. Could be wrong on that. Let me see. It feels like I'm really super bright on the screen here. Might have to change that a little bit. Oh, and need to add that to my database here. Start button presses. Yeah, sometimes the start button press will not open the menu. So if I exit out and I press the start button, it'll open it up. If I back out and press the start button, I guess it's doing okay now. But sometimes I press the start button and it doesn't open up the menu. And then when I try to replicate it, it doesn't work. So again, it's inconsistent. I'm not sure exactly what's causing it to do that. Alright. Alright, so we want to go to Journal. Go to Faction Quests. I feel... Okay, I will put this in here. I feel there's a heavy reliance on being in the menus a lot. We'll say that this is immersion. I'd say it's pretty average. Menus. I'll bring up the share as I'm doing this. Alright, menus. Try to do speech to text here. I feel like there is an overabundance of requirement for the player to be in menus the majority of their playtime to do just about everything. Yeah, I feel like I'm, and this makes it, it makes it cumbersome to, dang man, enjoy the game when menus are half of the time spent. This might be an exaggeration a little bit. I'm just trying to emphasize the feeling I'm getting. But I feel like I'm in a menu a lot. keeping balance on the wind. Walked. Am I, like, is this 10 meters? This isn't a rope. This is a log. Is it going to count me for this? I've walked 10 meters, right? I think it might be 10 meters in a straight line. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it a total? Is it a cumulative? I don't know. Total? Is it a cumulative? I don't know. Oh, I want that. I caught 2 red squirrels, haha. Okay, 3 Saints Falls. Alright, so we're back in the menu. We're here. Stolen Quarry. Alright, I have to kill this thing, which I'm not going to be doing anytime soon. Let's see here. The Abyss, the Ancient Ruins, Faction Quests. Alright, let's go check out this young monk's request. Let's go. Wow, 1,638. That'll be the farthest I've traveled. And is that where I'm going? Is way over there? Geez, that is a massive... Looks like a massive city over there. Alright, what is going to be the best way to get over there? I'm noticing that you cannot jump while holding the run button. Blue means good, right? Blue means good. Yeah, like, look at there's a, it looks like I'm seeing, it's either light or artifact. It could just be the sun. I'm seeing a city over there that looks like it's got lights on it. It could also just be holes in the geometry. I don't know. And I've got a large city over there, which I think is where I'm supposed to go right now. So let's just head that way. Whoa! I'm telling you, man, flight is... I am not good at. Alright, we got a long way to go there, Herspia.
Run.
Long way to go. And I don't know the best way to get there.
Hiya. Run.
These are bandits. Let's go on the outside here.
Run. Yeah.
Massive crack in the earth. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I could go over that way. Alright, then I just have to glide down. Oh no! I don't know if it hurts me. I'm not seeing a ton of damage coming from falling from great height. Sorry, I have this large. I apologize, guys. I'm always having this thing up. And never reminding myself to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Another bandit outpost. Alright, this is the thing I unlocked earlier. Come on, buddy, you can get up there. Alright, let's see if we can cut through here. Okay, I'm going to put a comment here. I'm going to bring up my share. I'll try to get out of it, but there is... this is a traversal. I think it's something that needs to be fixed. We'll call it a fix here. And we'll go to speech to audio, or speech to text. I'd like to see the horse mobility be the same as on foot mobility, such as when sprinting, the player just needs to press and hold the X button on PlayStation 5, and then they can release the X button and just continue holding forward on the left analog stick. This does not happen for the horse, where you're constantly needing to hold down the X button and control the camera. It's a bit cumbersome. It's a bit Wow. Speech to text is really bad right now. I'd like to see the mobility be the same. I'd like to see the horse mobility, just kind of ignored that word, be the same as on foot mobility, such that when sprinting, the player just needs to press and hold the X button. PlayStation 5. And then they can release the X button, and Justice, it does that a lot. And just continue holding forward on the left analog stick. This does not happen for the horse. The player here is constantly needing to hold down the X and control the camera. And continue pressing forward on the analog stick to move forward. I'm just going to say it's cumbersome. Yeah, it's kind of around the realm of they're not consistent with their input methods. They're not consistent with some of the systems that make the game function the way it does.
Run.
See, I'm just pressing forward on the analog stick, and the horse slowly comes back down to a trot, if you will. Now, the difference in that is, like, if I'm here, I'm running, and all I need to do is just hold the analog stick. I don't need to press any of the buttons up here. He just stays in a sprint until I double tap. Now he's in a sprint. Sorry, he was in a run, now he's in a sprint. All I need to do is continue holding the direction of the analog stick. That frees up my hand to then mess with the camera. Now, when it's the horse, let's bring the horse in here. Alright, when the horse, I'm pressing forward on the analog, he's just in a slow movement. Alright, I'm pressing forward with my right hand here so I can show it on the screen. And then in order for me to get him moving faster, I need to press and hold the X button. Now, if I let go of the X button, he stays at that speed. If I want him to start speeding up, I need to tap the X button a bunch of times to get it to go at a faster speed. But if I don't continue holding down the X button, the horse comes to like its standard like gait, I guess. Yeah, that's inconsistent with what I've become accustomed to with the player or the character. All right, I guess maybe I'm going there. Do I need to go around in a circle? Yeah, navigating around these massive cracks in the earth, these valleys. It's like, I need to get over on that plateau, but I've got to go down into this, and then maybe there's a way up over on the other side. Now, I'm sure this will change when I become more familiar with my surroundings. Many hours.
Get going. Hiya.
Timber Turner Wainwright. Alright, I'm not looking to come into here yet.
Yeah.
Don't know if that would have been better to cut across there or not. Not sure it was the best. We'll see here. I feel like I've definitely gone and used this road before. But I think I need to be up there. But I'm not sure how I get up there. I probably have to climb. It just seems odd. Why are you going in a circle? Why are you going in a circle, buddy? Come on.
Hiya. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess I did need to be here. Okay, that's odd. All right. We'll get there at some point.
I'll only take a second of your time.
All right. It was the monk kid.
Oh, excuse me. Can we speak
What's
for a
going on?
moment? It's a good story. You do well to listen till the end.
Till
I
the
came
end.
all the way from Jijung Temple, if you can believe it.
I don't.
Seeking a
I don't
precious
believe it.
mushroom that grows wild around here. But all I found was thick, choking smoke. As I turned to leave, it hit me. It was not the smoke that troubled me. but my own obsession with finding the fabled mushroom. As you journey on, keep your heart clear, and do not let greed cloud your gaze.
Okay. Looking for a mystical mushroom. Okay, Shy. I guess at some point I'm gonna find you that mushroom so you can get high. Oh, this is a traveling salesman.
If you're looking for quality, you wouldn't be looking here, eh?
Well, you're quite the salesman. Let's see here. Alright, guys, I think that's going to be it for today for about an hour and a half. I might come and stream some Resident Evil 9 here in a bit, but I'm going to have to take a longer than probably 15 or 30 minute break. So I apologize for the shorter stream for Crimson Desert, but I'll be back with some either Elden Ring, maybe some Minecraft. We'll throw something else in there today, but I'll be back maybe half an hour to an hour to stream something else. But again, thank you for dropping in, Eldon. As always, hope you're enjoying your own gaming. Looking forward to your streams of Overwatch once you get your new Xbox. And everybody else that dropped in, thanks so much. I will see you again here in about an hour with some other game. Yeah, sorry for the shorter one today. I try to normally do 2 hours with this one. All right, thank you guys so much. I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.